What's up, runners? I'm here to talk to you today about hip stability. I'm going to give you a wonderful workout to help build it and tell you why it's important. So hip stability in runners. We're using our hips a ton. Obviously, it's very important to have stable hips, but why? So one of the main reasons is we actually need to build good stability in the hips so that our knees and ankles stay in good positions as well. Kind of the most common thing that we'll see, whether you're standing in line for coffee or whatever, is this kind of dropped hip. So that kind of sassy dropped hip looking thing. That's totally fine when you're standing, but it actually starts to manifest in our movements being running as well. Yeah, the sassy hip. So what I mean by that is that when I get the kind of sassy hip, my knee tends to drop and my arch will also collapse as well. We do that enough and we'll start ending up with both knee issues and possibly some foot issues as well. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you a couple exercises that I find very important to help both build awareness and strength in the hips and the lower leg as well. The movements are going to be an air squat and a walking lunge. So let's dig into it. So the first movement we're going to go over is the air squat. This air squat is a very important movement, especially if you're going to start learning how to do stuff on barbells as well, because there's many ways to express the squatting movement with barbells as well. If you feel that maybe the air squat doesn't challenge you enough, you should actually start to do this workout that we're going to do today with a barbell as well. So let's go through the kind of setup phases. So when we're talking stance, my feet should be right outside my hips. How my feet should be, I don't need them to be straight forward. It's okay to turn them out a little bit if you would like, if it's a little more easy for you to get into some good range of motion that way. But with my feet set right outside my hips, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to reach my butt back. Kind of like if I had a little target behind there, I'm going to try to reach my butt towards it. That's how I'm going to initiate every single squat for the rest of the workout. As I reach my butt back, I'm now going to start thinking about pulling my hips down and simultaneously lifting my chest up. I'm going to get to a certain depth that's comfortable for me in terms of range of motion, and that's going to be very dependent on your mobility and strength. So if I get to a place in my squat where maybe my back really rounds out and I don't really have a good position anymore, see if you can come up a little higher and maintain good position in your spine. So maybe only this high versus that deep. Okay, so in the squat, we're also talking about knee stability and ankle stability as well. So as I go into a squat with my knees, I'm also thinking about trying to keep my knees right on top of my ankles or even a little bit outside of them instead of an inward kind of knee. So make sure you push your knees out or just keep them right on top of your ankles. So that's the air squat. Okay, next, we're going to be talking about the lunge. The lunge also has a lot of similar shapes to the air squat, mostly because I've got a flexing hip, stacking my knee on top of my ankle as well. So let's go through kind of the setup. When I'm talking about a walking lunge, I'm going to have this walking motion to it as well. I don't have a ton of real estate here on this beautiful bluff, so I'm going to basically be doing these lunges kind of in place, but when you go through the workout, you're going to be doing walking. With my feet kind of right underneath my hips in what would be my normal standing position, I'm going to reach one foot out. Okay, I'm going to add a little pause here just to see if I'm good and balanced. And now my job is to start to pull this trailing knee towards the ground. When I touch my knee onto the ground, a couple things are important here. One, my knee in the front is stacked right on top of my ankle versus way out in the front. By keeping my knee right on top of my ankle, I'm keeping the load in my hip and not forcing it up into the knee. Next is that my chest stays tall, similar to the air squat, and then I come up to come back to my standing position. I would then switch leading legs, so my next foot would go out. I bring this knee towards the ground to touch, keeping my chest tall, knees right on top of my ankle, stand back forward. So that's a walking lunge. So for a workout, what we're gonna do is we're gonna combine those two movements in 4 rounds of a 20-step walking lunge. That's gonna be 10 steps on one leg, 10 on the other. I'm gonna continuously alternate, so I'm gonna be taking 1, 2, all the way out to 20. Once I get to that 20th lunge, I'm gonna stop where I am, so you need a good amount of space here. I would then perform 10 air squats. So again, reach my butt back, pull my hips down, keep my chest tall, and stand. 2, 3, all the way up to 10. I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna go back. So now I'm gonna do 20 walking lunges back to my starting place, repeat my 10 squats, and then I'm going back and forth, 4 total rounds, and that's your workout to build some hip stability and strength for runners. Thanks for watching this video, guys. If you liked it, be sure to let us know by clicking the like button below. The comments are a great place for you to ask us questions about the content you saw in this video or about any of the stuff that we do. We also have a ton of stuff on our channel, so be sure to subscribe if you want free updates on all the stuff that we drop on 5K training, marathon training, strength training, core workouts. You name it, it's there. So be sure to subscribe as well. For making it this far in this video, we'd love to include a free gift for you up in this picture-in-picture box. It's a link that's going to take you to a place to drop your email and where we will be sending you this free gift. If you're on a mobile device, go into the description. There's a link in there as well that's going to give you the same opportunity to drop your email for us to send that gift out to you. Guys, thanks again for watching this video, and we'll catch you in the next one.